teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. Time for our first look at the Denver offense. And, of course, the new face of the Broncos, 9-time Pro Bowler while in Seattle, Russell Wilson.
After seeing what he did last week, throwing 4 touchdown passes, I had to go to my thesaurus to try and come up with some great words for what he did. I'm still coming up blank. He was scintillating.
I'm going simple. I don't have your thesaurus. I'm going dynamite. He was dynamite.
I'll take it.
Wilson's throw here into the hands of the receiver, Judy. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. A first carry now for Chase Edmonds. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Well, throw on first down with Wilson. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. There's that high motor that made George Karlaftis a day-1 draft pick. Just continuous effort to get there for the sack. Well, anytime you sack Russell Wilson, that's a win for the defense. But to get him here on his opening drive of the ballgame, that's a really big win for that defense.
And the goal every week, keep him in the pocket. Don't let him get to the perimeter, because when he's in the open field, not only can he hurt you, but also you lose sight of receivers downfield, and they'll hurt you with big plays.
All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Rolling to his right. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Chiefs put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw taken in here by Patrick. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. I respect both sides on that play, CD. For him to be able to hold on to that football and the impressive tackle, wow.
Did you notice the look between the two of them as they came off the ground? That look did say the word respect.
To the 43, second down. The numbers on the ground for Williams a week ago. 18 carries, 100 yards on the nose, and a score.
A great week last week, and a game that we will all look back on and say was one of his best of the season. We're not seeing games above 100 yards as much as we used to, so seeing one always leaves you excited, especially to see how you can build on it the following week.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 42. 15 yards there on the catch and run. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 42-yard line. Now it's Wilson. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
Chris Jones that time coming in with a tackle behind the line. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Now a toss left side. It's Williams. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. 3rd and long. It's Wilson. And that will be incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Now Mason Crosby on for the field goal. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. The kick by Crosby is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 18 more yards there and another first down. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal. He'll try to run this one in. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll try and run it in with Burton. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And he's going to ball his way into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year,
as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Extra point by Butker is on target,
and that pushes the lead up to 11. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. Going to look at Jerry Jeudy as he leads his offense back out there for this next series.
Well, he's within shouting distance of a 1,000-yard season. Going to need a pretty good finish, though, if he wants to reach that mark.
Well, I like how you phrased it, partner. He is within shouting distance. If he stays on this pace, he's got a shot at it. But he needs a big game in there, right, to make sure that he gets it. So you know that during the week, in practice, and look, he asks for the ball all the time anyway. He's really going to ask for the ball and let his quarterback know he's open.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
On third down, Wilson.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. It's Joshua Williams with a pick. So a nice play defensively by the rookie, coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day three corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
Have to give credit for a nice play there, but also have to look at it as a blown assignment. He became a free runner that turned into a free hitter.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line.
Well, they tried to catch him by surprise, I think, there with that little pop pass on third down, but no luck.
You're right about no luck, but I did like the idea. I like the thought process. Make an unconventional call on third down sometimes. It can pop big. In this case, it didn't.
So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a first-and-goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. The Broncos about set to go on offense.
And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the Jets sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
Wilson's throw caught here by Dulcich.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. To throw is Wilson.
That's taken in by Dulcich. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
from midfield now. Here's Wilson.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Remaining in this first half of football. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Throwing now, Wilson on first down.
Open man, he completes it to Judy. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
These guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, but it could have gone for more.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up first and goal.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
This is first and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Throwing is Wilson. The quick slant caught. Touchdown, Broncos. Greg Dulcich, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that slices the lead down to 17-10. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays.
And a Greg Dulcich touchdown reception finished that drive off.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
The Chiefs going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side.
And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35.
A big play there just before halftime. 41 yards. They go play fake. Mahomes rolling to his left.
He'll get this one to Kelsey. That's complete.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. From the 2 now, second and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Isaiah Pacheco.
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Chiefs will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead now up to 14. So that drive, 4 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive.
And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Final play of the half. It's Wilson being chased out left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we have come to halftime.
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter.
Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have the control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire.
And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
6 yards left on second down. Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire.
He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves and start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
And the Chiefs are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Yeah, he's got it. All that for a 2-yard gain, second down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco
with touchdown number 3 here in this game, and 17 now on the year.
And the Chiefs take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25.
So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half.
So first and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos
at their 25-yard line. Wilson.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Leo Chanel. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes.
That'll be caught. It's Tony.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 18 yards that time to push him up, 1st and goal.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. Denver's offense ready to go again. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual. And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Wilson to throw. A little juke. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it they're picking up the 1st down. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now he dumps this off over the middle, and he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 41-yard line. Denver has the 1st down, the play going for 15 yards. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On 1st down, Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Now Mahomes.
And that'll be caught by Tony.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Kadarius Toney.
63 yards.
And the Chiefs are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25.
And Denver getting set to take the field.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos
at their own 25-yard line. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
Now Wilson on first down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
That was Nick Bolton rushing in and burying him behind the line. He's certainly one of those quarterbacks that can burn you with his mobility, but that time able to hem him in and get him to the ground.
Perfect descriptor right there about how they kept him in the pocket. Excellent job of containment, but they were still able to continue to bring such strong pressure without letting him escape. But how about those guys in the secondary as well? Kept the coverage tight, plastered to the receivers, and left no real options for him to throw it downfield.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and now third down and 6 to go.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. 14 yards that time for number 14.
Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
Chris Jones, the all-pro defensive tackle, there to make the play defensively.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Wilson. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line.
Trent McDuffie
in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Now it's Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. On now is Mason Crosby, who's hit from as far as 58 in his career. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
97 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. Edwards-Helaire now off the option. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Trying to find his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And the Broncos are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Flushed out right. He's got a man, complete. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Patrick. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Working with 2nd and 5 now.
Throwing again here, Wilson.
Over the middle, complete to Judy.
And able to get this to the 24-yard line. They began the play at the 12. It's also a pickup of 12 for the first down. Wilson. Escaping, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
George Karlaftis able to record his 5th sack of the season.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yep.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for the Chiefs, the win pushes their record now to 11-2 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans.